I'm Guerriero, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm doing a romantic get ready with me featuring this Chrisima, they call it a light orange wig. It's kind of like a pastel-y, pinky, peachy toned kind of wig. So I'm going to be reviewing this wig, showing you how I popped it on my head, and then showing you also how I got today's makeup look and nails. So if you are interested, then definitely keep on watching. I'm really excited to share with you another wig that I found on Amazon. They have some really good wigs, and this one, as soon as I saw it, I just knew that I had to have it just because the color was so pretty. The stock card said that this wig is 16 inches long, and even in the picture she looked like she was going to be kind of short, but she's actually a lot longer than that. She comes all the way down to my waist when she's stretched, and she is very, very full. She is a frontal wig, so she has 3 combs in the front middle area, no comb in the back, but she does have adjustable straps. The part is pretty good. You'll see me add some powder to it, and that's basically all it needed. You can also pluck it if you want. The dark hairs do extend all of the way throughout this wig as well, and just look at the color. It's absolutely gorgeous up close. The only thing I don't like, and I did actually wear this wig and this whole makeup look out on date night with my husband, and the wig is just kind of fluffy and it tangles really quickly, and that really sucked. So as you can see here, this is just me initially brushing it out. I did get some shedding. That was kind of the only shedding I got though. When I wore it out that night, I didn't get any more. So I'm just going to show you how I lay my wigs down. So I use the Got To Be Glued Freeze Spray just because I find it so much easier and less messy than the actual gel. I use the hairdryer on cool just until I've got the hairspray tacky. Once I have, I then bring the wig forward and apply it. Sometimes I'll use a rat tail comb as well just to really get it to stick down, and then I go over it with the hairdryer on cool again. And some areas like might stick up, that's totally fine. I just add a little bit more of the freeze spray. Again, use the hairdryer on it, poke it down a bit, and then put the hairdryer back on it just until I know that it's not going to lift up. And as you can see, there's definitely enough lace here for this wig to fit some 4 heads and some 5 heads. This wig is definitely big head friendly, so I'm just cutting a little bit of that lace off just so that it will better fit me. I'm adding a little bit of powder just to define my part a little bit more, and I'm just using a flat brush to do that. Then I'm going to clean up around my edges to get rid of any excess hairspray. So I'm not adding baby hairs to this look just because mine is showing a little bit anyway. And now we're going to move on to my makeup. So I am using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the color Dark Brown, and I'm going to use that to go over about 3/4 of the way of my eyebrows, and I like to make that like really dark. Now usually I would use that to do all of my brows, but I've started to do it a little bit different. So I'm now using the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer, and I use that in like the inner corners just to kind of do like little brush strokes, and it just helps to create that little faded effect. And now I'm just going to clean all of that up with some concealer and a flat brush. So now I'm going to prime my eyelids, ready for this gorgeous rose gold eyeshadow look. And the palette that I'm using is the Bad Habit Aphrodite palette. If you don't have this, oh my gosh, you need to go on Shop Hush right now and go and get it. It was like $10 or $12, I can't remember, and it's a dupe of the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. So yeah, you need this in your life. So right now I am blending the color Admire into my crease. Just blend. And then I'm going to take the color Blushing, which is like a pinky shade, and I'm just going to pop that over the top of it just to kind of make it like a peachy kind of color. And I'm switching my brushes up between a flat one, which I really use to pack on the product, and then a fluffier one, which I use to blend everything out. This palette is really good, but you do need to use a couple of layers to really intensify the color. So now I'm going into my Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm taking the color Love Letter, and I'm taking a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to use like little circular motions just to get that into the outer corners. And now I'm taking a slightly flatter brush, and I'm just going to work that into my crease. And I'm just repeating on the other side. I'm just going to keep on blending just so that there's no harsh lines. Once I finish blending, it's time for this gorgeous Stila liquid eyeshadow. Like, so I'm using the color Rose Gold and it is just gorgeous. Like, look at the way that it just pops. Like, I was so shook when I put this on my eyelids for the first time. And I got that little pack from Sephora, so it has 3 different liquid eyeshadows all in one for like $25. So I thought that was pretty good. So I'm going back in with Love Letter with like a slightly denser brush, and I'm just going to blend those corners out just so there's no harsh lines between the liquid eyeshadow and the powder eyeshadow. And for my winged liner today, I'm using this one from Clinique. It is a felt tip liner, which if you've seen my makeup videos before, you'll know is like my absolute fave. And I'm just taking short brush strokes. That way, if I mess up, it's really easy for me to fix. So definitely recommend that if you're like a beginner. And once that's complete, I'm just going to apply my mascara just before applying my false lashes, which I got from AliExpress for like $2. As you can probably tell, I'm a little bit of a bargain hunter. Like, these lashes are so pretty, and $2, I mean, come on now, that's brilliant. So now it's time for face, and I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Poreless Primer. It's like my absolute fave. It just goes on like velvet and makes your skin feel so nice. And I am gonna plump my lips just because this is for a romantic date night. As it's the winter time currently, I am using the Fit Me foundation in the color Sun Beige, just because I am a little bit paler than in like the summer months. Oh, I miss the sun so much. And the brushes that I'm using, I got them from Primark, which if you're English, you'll know what it is. If you're American, it's like the best department store in the whole entire world. These brushes were about £3 or £5 for 3 of them. So yeah, total bargain. And now for concealer, I'm using the color Medium Peach. And I'm gonna top it with a slightly lighter shade. So this is the light medium beige. And I'm just really going to drag that color out. And I do like to let my concealer sit for a little bit, just like Miss Jackie taught me. And then once I've let it sit, I just blend it out. I actually took a break, went to go have a little drink, came back. For powder, I used the Fit Me powder in the color Light Medium. And I just go over all of the places that I've just highlighted with that, just to get rid of some of the shine and to just set it. I don't like to bake just because I've had bad experiences in the past where it's like cracked. So I prefer to just kind of add like a light dusting of powder. And I'm contouring with my NYX contour stick in the color Dark or Deep, I think. The shade will be listed down below in the description box. And I go all the way around my face and also around my lips so they look super plump for date night. I use a slightly smaller brush just to go around my nose, that way I don't mess up my eyeshadow or my eyebrows, which has happened before in the past. I use 2 shades from this bronzer palette. The first one, I use it to deepen up my contour, and if you see my lips moving, I'm actually talking to my mum and my nan on FaceTime. And then I use the second color just to warm me up, just because, you know, like I said, it's winter time, I'm pale, I need this tan. And I kind of went a little bit too crazy, so I decided to go back in with my Wonder Stick and just use the lighter shade just to get rid of a little bit of the bronzer. Once that was complete, I then decided to add some blush. I literally never use blush, which is why that palette looks so untouched. And I'm going back in with Love Letter, and I'm just going to apply that underneath my eyes. And once I've popped that on, I'm then going to add a little bit of mascara. I'm wiping off the lip plumper, and then I'm just going to use my finishing spray. My husband finds this hilarious, the way that I shake my head like that, but you know, a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. I need to shake it in, okay? Like, that's not even a real thing, but I don't care. So anyway, I'm onto my highlight, and I'm using the color Kitty Cat. I like my highlight to be really extra, I'm not even going to lie. So I do go back in with Forever Lit, and I apply that on the bridge of my nose, smudge it down just a little bit, and then I apply it on my Cupid's bow and sometimes on the tip of my nose. Evidently I didn't do that today, but usually I do because I'm just that extra. And this lip liner is in the color brown. I got it from Amazon. I think I got like 12 of them for $8. Such a bargain. In case you're wondering, they were all different shades. 12 brown lip liners would be a little bit odd. And I'm just topping that with my NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick in the color Push Up. And as I said, my mum was on FaceTime. This is my mum when she was younger. This is a little keepsake that she gave me when I was at home in England for Christmas. And in it were these gorgeous earrings which she told me I should wear, so I'm wearing them for you, mum. My nails aren't quite as fancy. These are just $3 nails from Forever 21, but I do think they're super pretty. And if you get the right glue, they can definitely last for a few days to even up to a week, I've found. So yeah, that's my look complete. I really hope you enjoyed today's wig review / makeup video. Leave me a comment down below because I do love to hear from you, and I'll be back very soon with another video. Bye guys!